Well, it was really good to arrive into Arkaroola after being ejected off the Africa Twin. So I checked in and headed straight to the bar to rehydrate because I hadn't had a lot of water to drink that day. Riding down the Strzelecki track, my 1 litre bottle of water got ejected out of the back of the bike when I hit a big pothole. So yeah, had a good night's sleep. Got a warm shower the next day, which helped the shoulder. Went out to the bike and just checked her over. The levers were out of position, so tightened them up, tightened the mirrors up. Just looking at the map, we'll be leaving Arkaroola, heading south on the dirt down to Blinman North. That was going to be 126 k's. Then we'll be on bitumen and we head down to Hawker, and that'll be 110 k's. So we'll be staying in Hawker, in the Hawker Hotel for the night, and then the next day we'll be heading back to Adelaide.
Steve getting his bike ship shape.
Okay, baby.
Bit of duct tape here and there.
Yep.
Do your driver's license, Steve.
Take it over though.
No, you don't have to take it off. She knows who we are. Alright, we can use the Bowsers.
COVID. I don't know if anything now. Petrol stations do something.
We fueled up the bikes with a couple of other adventure bike riders and headed out from Arkaroola onto the dirt, heading for Blinman, which was 126 kilometres. Riding along the track, it is quite beautiful, rugged country. Leaving Arkaroola and going through the Gammon Ranges. Probably like to come back and just explore it a little bit more, I reckon.
Contact, Steve. We got contact. Eaves off. And a quick pit stop.
As I was riding ahead of Richard, we were going through a lot of dried out creek beds, and these dried out creek beds can be quite rocky, and you don't really want to stop as you go through them. I was going through this one particular one when two large emus come flying out of the creek bed straight at me. The first one I had to slow down to miss him, but the second one I actually had to speed up to try and miss him, but where he was going, he was definitely going to hit me, but at the very last minute he slipped on a rock and went ass over tit, which I was very grateful for, and I had to laugh for a while after that, thanking my lucky stars. But straight after that, a great big bus came flying past, and I was talking to Richard on the car, telling him that there was emus there, and the bus is coming, so he thought that maybe the bus had cleaned up a few, but no, they were still around when Richard came through.
Hey? Wide open space. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, just give me arms a rest. 60 k's to go. Yeah.
As we got closer to Blindman, we could see the Flinders Ranges we knew, and it was really nice to be back in our own territory again. Yeah, we've saw some beautiful scenery on this trip, the beautiful Green Barrington tops and on the east coast. But the Flinders Ranges is a different type of scenery. It's a dry, arid, rugged scenery and very beautiful too. Blacktop.
Well, we go to Blimman and go to the bakery or something. 3 kilometres that way. Shit, where I'll park? I'll park over the other side of it. Get out.
It was great to arrive into Blimman safely and headed straight up the road to the bakery. Had a pie in there, and then we swank up to the Blimman Hotel for a few well-earned beers. A few other adventure riders rocked in, so we all had a bit of a chat, and then we pulled out, jumped on the bikes, and we headed to Hawker for the night. We rode out of Blimman and headed down the road towards Hawker, riding through the beautiful Flinders Ranges. Now I've highlighted a few spots along the way. We started off with the Great Wall of China, which looks a lot like the Great Wall of China. Then Brachina Gorge, Willow Springs, Bungaroo Gorge, and the entrance to Wilpena Pound itself. You do get a lot of these pine trees growing around the Flinders Ranges. They're not real big. They're called the Flinders Ranges cypress pine, but they only seem to grow around this area. Coming up on the left is Willow Springs, which has a great four-wheel drive motorcycle track called Skytrek, which, to be honest, is a bit out of my league on an African Twin. But a lot of adventure bike riders do go there. There's good cabins and camping there as well. It was a nice, easy ride down to Hawker. Yeah, the weather was fine. Actually, May was a very good time to do a ride like this in this area. It's nice and cool, not too many flies. So yeah, it was a nice, pleasant ride down to Hawker. Once we arrived at Hawker, we checked into the Hawker Hotel. It's a really nice hotel, really. Yeah, the rooms are basic sort of rooms, but they're comfortable and clean, and the pub is really good. Nice meals. Yeah, so we stayed the night there and then took off the next day.
We're all ready to go on the last day. Leaving the little motel room. You want a hand to push it back? There. There. Okay, put her up. I'm straight behind you, Steve. I'm up. Is that it?
We got up in the morning and headed south down toward Adelaide. It had been 3 weeks since we left Adelaide, and it had been a fantastic adventure for Richard and I. We turned left towards Craddock, then down to Clare, and then back home to Adelaide. Here you can see a group of emus, and you can see just how well camouflaged and how close to the road they are. They only have to just see it, and they step out in the middle of the road and you're gone. The speed limit along Flinders Way is 90 kilometres, and for good reason. There's a lot of emus, kangaroos along the way, so you do have to be very careful. Adelaide and home were now in our sights, so it was the end to an absolutely fantastic adventure. Well guys, that's the end of our Africa Twin adventure. We've now been back for 2 months now, and the bike's all fixed up. I'm on the mend. Yeah, Richard and I really did have a great time riding on 2 wheels around those parts of Australia. We were inspired to do this trip by other YouTube videos that other guys had done. So I hope this video can help other riders out as well. Yeah, thanks guys.